Yeah. Oh, no, wait. Man, got to put on his things. Wait. Wait, shine off your watch for. I know them little moves there. When you, I know them moves there when you go, oh, how you doing today? And you show your bling watch. Come on. Anyway, let's start the show straight into it. Dream it. Wait. Dream it, believe it, become it.
Come on down. You know, I got to wear my spectacles today. Come on down. Before we even start, two things I got to say. Why is Tunde Ajayi dressed like he's one of the members of the NWA? Number one. I mean, looking like a darker skinned Dr. Dre. What's going on there, bro?
Straight out of Compton, man.
My I don't see you straight out of Joe house.
Come on, bad man thing right here. Old type acquisition are us. Tunde's a man. Come on, Terminator X. Yeah, remember that tune, Terminator X.
Yeah. What's that? What's that? Ab Mansa is saying, Uncle Spence, how many rollers you got? This is actually a quorum, and it's one of like the first big boy watches I bought. And I got it on a deal at the time. There was about $5,000, and now you go on there you get, because it's discontinued and it's got the diamond bezels on it as well. They're about 20 grand now.
Jeez.
So you know what? See, that's why things are investments. You put them down, wait on them, and they accumulate.
Yes, sir. That's it. It's all about smart investments.
Smart investments. But before I even say anything else, Nimble is just taking the words out of my mouth. Nimble 82 saying can't wait for December. I can't wait for December because it's my birthday on the 20th. But I'm going to get even a bigger birthday surprise coming on December 4th when my old trainer, former British and European super middleweight champion, is going to be working alongside Baba Tunde Master Genius Ajayi as Anthony Yarde is looking to go out and seek and destroy. No time for no split decisions, going whatever way. It's for him, Anthony Yarde, versus, what's that his name? The little Dunder shoot. What's his name? No, funny game. I like Linden Arthur. I can't even diss Linden. I actually like the youth. I really do. I like the youth. I like him a lot. But yeah, I mean, Linden Arthur, and it's a fight that I'm so waiting to see for the Commonwealth Light Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, it's gonna be good, isn't it?
Because the people want to hear your thoughts. They don't want to hear from me.
Now you know me, bro. We're not in no long thing. Now we're not in a talking. You know, there's been a lot of, you know, the other camp of they've talked rough and tough, and you know, boxing is one of those sports. You can do all the talking you want. It's when you get in the ring that you have to deliver. So, you know, we've been quiet and we're just ready. One thing I can guarantee you is that we're going to be ready and we're going to be prepared. And this time we're going in there with a clear mind and we're going in there to do a job. So that's it. You know, listen, man was saying that the fight has to be in Manchester. Then you were saying you don't want the fight. Then you try to sign with a certain promoter to get out of the fight. But the fight is taking place and it's in London. It's in London. And that's it. Talk is cheap. You know, one thing about Anthony and myself, we've always done the talking with our fists. Well, he's done it with his fist. I've done it with my mouth. And nothing's going to change. May the best man win. And yeah, turn up, show up, blow up. December the 4th. The tickets are out 10 a.m. tomorrow. So please get your tickets, get your popcorn. It's going to be a fantastic event for all. And as you can see, I'm wearing my Anthony Yarde hat, my AY hat.
Stop for a second. Where's my hat, bro?
Bro, we got that. And anyone who wants to purchase, you know, AY hats. Just go to, wait a minute. I'm going to give you the right thing because I don't want to get this wrong. Wait. Go to AnthonyYarde.com. Get your hats, get your t-shirts, get your merchandise, get all of that at AnthonyYarde.com. Anthony Yarde will also be selling tickets for the event on December the 4th, as will ourselves, StaminaForSale.com. So get your hat, AY, get your t-shirts, you get your Stamina for Sale merchandise on StaminaForSale.com. But it's Anthony's night and we're looking forward to it. And that's all I'm personally going to say on the event, because we're not in this talking nonsense. Not when it's me involved. And that's it. It's going to be a great night. Yes, sir. But let's get on with the show, Spence.
Yeah, let's get on with the show. While I'm eating my cookies and drinking my milk.
Water for me, man. Water.
Good luck to you, man. This milk's delicious, bro.
Anyway.
Almond milk to wash down the chocolate chip cookies.
All right. So we have a fantastic show lined up tonight. And it's a great question. On Monday, we asked the question, what next for Deontay Wilder? Fantastic show. Fantastic. We're talking, I think, 20, 30K views.
Yeah.
And tonight's question undoubtedly has to be, what next for the Gypsy King? Tell us, what's next, man?
We all must tell Tyson Fury. What Tyson Fury done the other night. You know what I mean? The next show that we're going to do is actually going to be the top 5 greatest heavyweight fights of all time. Because, yeah, Matty, that's right. Spencer's always eating and falling asleep. That's right. I'm always eating, bro. I got a high body metabolism, so it's like I burn it off quite easily.
Man said Tunde looking like a Black Panther, fam.
I'm telling you. All he needs is the afro. He's cut it off now. He's left me with the hair thing, but he's cut it off. I'm saying, like, Tyson Fury right now could actually retire from boxing, and it wouldn't harm his legacy, no nothing.
Without even fighting AJ?
We don't need to fight AJ.
Why?
Because he doesn't. Because he's ranked as the best heavyweight in the world right now.
We need to see that fight.
No, we don't.
We need to see.
We don't. Tunde, listen to me. At this present moment, we don't. What we need is for Anthony Joshua, which I believe he can do, is to redeem himself against Usyk first.
Yes.
Right? That's what he needs to do. Right?
Yes.
And if Anthony Joshua can redeem himself, chocolate chip cookies, mate, they're the one, bruv, about what I'm munching on. Chocolate chip cookies, right? That's what Anthony Joshua needs to do. He needs to redeem himself against Usyk, right? That is another story for another day. Right now, Tyson Fury could actually retire right now.
I mean, do you think that's something you would do?
I can't put nothing past Tyson Fury. But the thing about it is this, where he's turning around saying that I'm a fighting man, Tyson Fury loves to fight, right? He does. He loves to be in the ring. He loves to compete. He loves that part, you know. He loves the nervousness of the anticipation of knowing that, right, I'm going into battle with somebody. He loves it.
Did you see him in the chat? Bro, on the ring thing, he shouted out, Spartans! I said, bro, this brother's mad. Bro, he's ready. The whole stage is set up for Tyson Fury. So he's a done.
He's done. And we can't take away nothing from Tyson Fury. But just imagine the WBC have ordered for Tyson Fury to make a decision, and they're giving him 30 days. He's either got to fight Usyk or Dillian Whyte. They made Dillian Whyte Dillian Whyte's been number one challenger for the longest time. You know what I mean? Even when Dillian Whyte got knocked out against Povetkin, he was still number one challenger for the WBC title. Dillian Whyte, you know what I mean? Dillian Whyte's been around for so long. But I got a feeling that this is what they're going to do. I believe that they're going to make Tyson Fury become franchise champion. And then Dillian Whyte fights for the vacant WBC crown. That's what I believe was going to happen, you know. And then Dillian Whyte's most probably going to end up fighting Laurence Ortiz. Or Dillian Whyte's going to end up fighting Joyce. That's what I believe was going to happen.
That's serious.
Right.
Repeat that. That's serious.
Tyson Fury is going to become, this is what I think is going to happen. Tyson Fury is going to become the WBC champion, the franchise champion, right? Then Dillian Whyte is going to fight for the WBC regular title.
Okay.
Right? Or the WBC crown against either Laurence Ortiz or Joyce. That's what I believe was going to happen. Because he's still a heavyweight champion. And then Dillian Whyte can go and have fun with maybe a potential fight with AJ or maybe a potential fight with Deontay Wilder.
So would you say that Fury's ducking Whyte?
Not necessarily ducking him. It's like maybe he's saying like, listen, man, I've done everything that I've had to go do.
Hold on. We just have to say this, bro. Yo, Tunde, tuning in from the big GH, Ghana. Big up, you and Spencer. Best podcast is Nana. What's going on, Nana? Bro, Nana, that's my people. Yes, sir. Bro, this is a worldwide podcast. But anyway, sorry. Ota flex on Pambofo. Anyway,
right.
Sorry.
Listen, I'm just being real. Also, let's pick up Bobby Wright for the 494, whatever it was, 499.
Old time, Bobby.
Big up. You're my guy. No, smash the like button. I don't even know how many people's in the room, but smash the like button. Chris Howe, I agree with Spence. I'm telling you, right, Chris Howe, I agree with Spence, as that's how Haney became WBC champion. It's the truth. That is how Haney became WBC champion. But I can just see that it's like the fights that I would like to see Tyson Fury involved in. Yeah, I'd like to see him fight the winner of the Usyk AJ fight, because AJ has pressed the button deliberately for the rematch. So the rematch is going ahead. I just saw Eddie Hearn on one of them, TalkSport, one of them, him saying like, yep, he's definitely backing AJ to win the rematch, right? Like Eddie Hearn's going to say anything other than that. Right? Because by Eddie Hearn's own admissions, that when we spoke on the Sunday morning after, bigger OBS, thank you very much.
He says, come on, Spence.
Gone.
Ali, Foreman, Norton, Fraser, all traded wins and losses. Fury needs to mix with Whyte, Usyk, AJ, Joyce, and then retire. Big up, guys. Thank you very much for the £5, sir.
Bro, I totally agree with you, yeah? But really and truly, right? He don't need to. He don't need to.
Adam Beanie Smith said, Tunde actually said, is Tyson Fury ducking Whyte? It's a pathetic question to ask. No, sir. I'm just putting it out there. I'm playing God's advocate. I'm not saying no one is ducking no one. After that performance, Tyson Fury is always called out everyone. So it's not like I'm saying it like that's my own personal belief, but I'm quite sure there are people out there that have that opinion. You know, if Dylan is next, Tyson Fury is in his right mind to do what he wants. He can retire. He can. Maybe duck is a strong word, but maybe he can say, bro, Lada, I don't even need a WBC belt. The fight with AJ is much bigger. But as you have said, Spencer, AJ has to redeem himself against Usyk, which is no easy feat. May I just add?
Yeah. He does. That's what I believe. That's what I believe that he's going to have to go do.
Man said they're coming for the chain. All right, cool.
Come for it.
Come for it, bro. How comes no one has mentioned Hergovich as one of the heavyweight contenders?
No. Let me tell you this now. Saw Hergovich box the other day. Hergovich is serious.
Okay.
He can fight. You know what I mean? But Hergovich can't fight Tyson Fury.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is he a contender for Tyson Fury?
No. But the guy can punch. And allegedly he knocked out a very, very good heavyweight prospect from the UK in the gym badly. Hergovich can punch, bro. But
as much as when I answer these questions about Yarde, this is not the Yarde show right now. This is Tyson Fury and what he does next. But Luke Beresford, I ain't even giving you no energy. And then carry on, Spence.
Yeah. Max Waller, thank you for the £2 donation, says, what about Tyson versus Fury? #fireworks.
Oh my goodness. That would be a beef.
No, it wouldn't be no beef, and there would be no fireworks whatsoever. The only fireworks we're going to get is next month on the 5th of November. That would be no fireworks whatsoever. Tyson, no disrespect to Hughie Fury. I like Hughie. He's a nice guy. But Tyson's head and shoulders above Hughie. I think, and to be real, I don't think Hughie wanted to box like how Tyson Fury wanted to box. I'm just going to be real. I mean, Hughie, he boxes within himself. Like, there's something missing. Because if I was big like him,
he said he was a boy, now he's turned into a man. And so, it's going to be different from this point forward.
Yeah, we'll see.
So, is there a possibility?
Hergovich or a Jaguar? We can't say a Jaguar. Jaguar just lost on the weekend.
Yeah, bro, he got a serious combination. That I was impressed with that combination, which the Cuban flash through, which is a lead right hand, and then he just went 1-2, off left. I said, yeah, this guy's. You can tell he's in the Canelo camp, and they work on combination punches specifically. But for a heavyweight, he was quite ruthless at times on Saturday night. So, but the thing is that obviously Tyson Fury now has mandatories and obligations in terms of what he has to do. He doesn't have to do nothing. But up next for him, according to the WBC, is the winner of Whyte and Wallin. Now, Spence, I don't know too much about this Wallin guy, but you're always gonna see comments.
Did you see him fight Tyson Fury? Southpaw.
I didn't see that fight.
Yeah, he cut Tyson Fury, and like he's got a spiteful streak in him. Because when he cut Tyson Fury, end of the bell, he pushed out his hand and tried to push his hand in the cut as well.
Wow. So, right. What threat does he cause to Dylan?
He called Tunde. He calls it a lot because technically he's sound. Nice tight guard. Throw decent 1-2s down the middle. Can punch a bit with his left hand. Power shot. He can cause a bit of trouble. But what is this I'm reading here?
Are we not overrating Wilder? Why is Fury so highly for besting a guy?
Yeah.
I and many others believe was never elite. Padded resume full of D-level fighters. Well,
stop for a second.
Go on.
I don't care if you fight your granny 62 times, you knock her out 62 times. The man can punch, right? The man was an Olympian, right? Who medaled and got a bronze medal after 3 years of boxing.
You know what? KO Boxing Vibe just has wrote something that just came into my mind. With all this talk about Dylan and Fury, bruv, it could be Wallin and Fury. Bruv, has man ever thought of that?
Of course it could be, but because Tyson Fury's already beat him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Would that fight still go ahead?
Well, it'd be ordered, but then I think what Tyson Fury would do is say, nah. I'm gonna fight the winner AJ Usyk and done.
And just pay my man some step aside money.
That's what I believe, because the fights there, realistically, what I like to see for Tyson Fury would for Tyson Fury to go in against Dylan Whyte if he's successful in there, fight the winner of AJ and Usyk, yeah, and then walk off if he's successful in those 2 fights.
But why am I increasingly reading people favoring this Walling guy? I need to watch this guy.
No, Tunde, he's technically sound. Right? But what I am saying is
he needs to be technically chinned, because Dylan Whyte is coming swinging, because he feels undone. Like, he's supposed to fight for a world title for a long time, and I think he's gonna come through.
Listen, get a world title shot, period. But like I said, I don't know where Tyson Fury's mind's gonna be at. You know what I mean? And
one thing I believe, Tyson Fury needs a good rest right now.
Of course he does. 1 million.
Because that was 2 gladiators, 2 warriors. That was 2 warriors there on Saturday night, and you got to take it out of them. But Tyson, he was walking through at one point some heavy artillery. This is after the knockdown.
Trust me.
And he was just taking them and just saying, "Oh, come on then," and going through. So Tyson needs a rest. I believe he needs a rest. But I'm very, very interested. And you know what? The more I think about it, the more I see sound or more I see what you're saying. That's what I meant to say. I see what you're saying about this retirement business. And he could do that, Spence.
Son.
Man says single shots from a tired Wilder. All right, you take them. You take single shots from a tired Wilder and see what time it is. Actually, it's like sparring. I know you're not no boxing person. You know when you're sparring and you're tired? You know, in the punch, bro. Spence, you know, bro, it's like, fam, I'm letting go of bombs because I'm tired. So I actually think a tired man is even more dangerous with his power. Because he's saying, I ain't got nothing left. So don't get fooled about, a tired Wilder. Because I'm telling you, even a tired Wilder's punches, you got to go statistically as well. This man is statistically, even though I don't always agree with statistics, even though you can't, just knock them to a side. He is one of the hardest punches, if not the hardest punches in history.
Off the canvas says, if Okolie beats Dylan Whyte, does that raise Tyson Fury's legacy? Fury is flavor of the month, so does a franchise... What's that?
With set belt? I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either. Tarnish his legacy. No, it wouldn't tarnish his legacy, nothing at all. Tyson Fury has done amazing. The man lost Terence Crawford in bodyweight. The man's beat mental health, drinking, drugs. That's serious, you know? To come back, and he's done exactly what he said he was going to do.
In 2017, when the man was all 30 stone.
It was 30 stone.
Yeah, serious.
Started running and clipping down on the road. Props has to be given to Tyson Fury. You know what I mean? And that's that.
Tyson Fury. Where does he go next? That's the question. Is mental health not made up? Neil Sinclair, I don't understand. What I mean?
Is mental health not made up? I'm trying to say, like, it doesn't exist. It does exist, because if you ever know that somebody's got mental health issues, I've been around quite a few people with mental health issues, you realize that mental health is actually serious. I'll tell you a story, Tunde. There was a brother who I used to go Sunday school with, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, you used to go Sunday school, yeah?
Yeah. At the Tabernacle Church in Elephant Castle.
You went for the biscuits, didn't you? You went for the biscuits.
Turn. Let me tell you this there. The Tabernacle Church, props to the Dr. Peter Masters, who ran the church, who's still alive now. And one of these days, I'm going to pass the church and I'm going to go there, right? This church at Elephant Castle is a fantastic place. It's an institution where they will go and collect kids, bring them, you know what I mean? They'll teach you principle. They'll teach you Sunday school is important. It's like a certain fabric of society that's missing now. Forget about the religious part of it. I'm talking about morals that are taught to a young child, right? And there was like one of my friends. We'll get to you in a second here, Ring IQ. Just put that on the screen anyway, so we get to. I'm telling you the story right now. So this brother Patrick suffered from mental health issues because when he was born in Jamaica and he came over here and he used to smoke weed, but the weed was laced with angel dust. And he smoked it, and he had
the one you used to sell, yeah?
Nah, sorry, Tunde. Never sold drugs in my life, right? This is a serious story. So, sorry. So he had issues from, and I was about 12 years old then. And the thing about it is, but me and him were really close. He was a few years older than me, but me and him were really
knows
close.
Patrick as well.
Huh?
Is the guy's name Patrick, you said?
Yeah, well, me and him was close.
There's one of our guys say he knows Patrick.
Okay, then, you see?
Jermaine Williams.
Right. So, yeah, Jermaine knows. He knows what I'm talking about. And he just became a different person. Now, when he was around me, it was as right as rain. He'd come around my house, You know what? He still goes and checks my mum today. Right? Fine. You know what I mean? A little bit slow with certain things. Oh, Mrs. Fearon, right? But when he went missing, certain times he just go missing. His mum would phone me and say, go look for him. This time I'm about 17 now, I'll be on the roads, looking everywhere for him. I'll find him, I'll bring him back home. Me and him are on the road talking fine as anything, yeah? As soon as he get to his front door, Tunde, then you just became a different being.
Wow.
Right, so no one can't tell me that mental health
is a serious thing. Tyson Fury's overcome it, come back, reclaim the belts,
right?
Beat the most feared puncher in heavyweight boxing, and the story continues. Ring IQ, thank you for the £5. He said, I've got mad respect for Fury, super talented, but what's your thoughts on him defending his title only once and also only fighting two big names thus far? Is that his fault? He's only defending it once?
That's not his fault. Number one, it's not his fault. Number two, what I'm trying to say to you, nobody cannot say right now, today in the world, that Tyson Fury is not the heavyweight champion of the world and that he's not the number one heavyweight in the world. Nobody can't say that. No one, right? And no matter how good and majestic Usyk is, nobody can seriously, with a serious face, say that Usyk would beat him. He's too big, too strong, and he matches the IQ of Usyk.
I agree with that. I agree with you there, mate.
Right. So no one can't turn around and say that Tyson Fury is not the number one heavyweight in the world, and hence why what you need with Tyson Fury is a motivated Tyson Fury. You need a Tyson Fury that's not saying, well, is he motivated by the money? No, because I've seen Tyson Fury turn down money. You know what I mean? So he told you, I'm not fighting for money. We're rich. Let's just fight because we want to fight. That's the traveler in them, man, there. So I'm saying Tyson Fury's got 2 more fights in him. Then he should call it quits and ride off into the sunset. That's what I believe.
And the 2 fights are AJ and Whyte, yeah? Is that what you're saying? Or AJ and Usyk?
Well, the winner of AJ Usyk, I pray to God that it's AJ and Dylan Whyte. They're the 2 fights he should have, right? Bring the team home to the UK, right?
What about Usyk?
I said the winner, and I said I pray to God that AJ wins that.
Yeah.
Right? And then later, because you know what? What, apart from the belts, right? And like I'm telling man, that this is Infinity Wars. Now, if you know anything about Tunde's a bit lost now, so anyone just tick like right now if you watch the Marvel movies, Infinity War with Thanos. Thanos was looking for, right, the 6 Infinity Stones. There was one in the middle, then you had the rest of the 5 there, right? On the stones. Now, here are the stones now. The 6 stones right now are, and I'm going to do it in reverse order of value of belts, right? The 6 infinity stones right now is this. The IBO belt, which Usyk has, right? The IBF belt that Usyk has. The WBA belt that Usyk has. The WBC belt that Usyk has. The Ring Magazine belt that Usyk has. And the WBO belt that Usyk has. So the WBC Tyson Fury has, he's got a Ring Magazine belt. All the rest of the belts are infinity stones and they belong to Usyk. And that is whoever got that, they got the power of the world domination. But Tyson Fury's stones are the 2 power stones. He's got the power stone, he's got the time stone. Anyone who watches Marvel comics, they know what I'm talking about. So this thing is for world domination. When you click your fingers, you can change the whole world. Yeah, my opponent. Yeah, he's got the WBC.
The biggest hater says, Fury Remris says, you know you're a hater that we got to keep online, Remris. Says, Fury retires now, he has no legacy, just Wilder. So what happened to Klitschko? What happened to Klitschko?
Yeah, thank you very much. What happened to Klitschko? He was a fresher Klitschko than Anthony Joshua.
Trust me. And people underestimated him in that fight. And he was doing Michael Jackson on the Klitschko. This guy is a phenom. He's a maverick. You can't downplay what this guy has done. And it's the outside of the ring. You hear Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson said it. He said inside the ring, that's easy. It's the outside of the ring where the real battles are. And for someone to come through what Tyson has and still come back and dominate, still the only undefeated, Usyk's undefeated heavyweight champion there is, says a lot. But let's look at a fight between Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury. And how does that look?
To me, it don't look good for Usyk.
Do you think my man could do that little?
Yeah, Doctor Strange business that can't work.
But Tyson would.
Exactly. What are you doing that?
You see when Tyson started going like this? He does.
Yeah.
Bro, Tyson's a G. I don't care what anyone says to me, bro. And I'm telling you, that 20 stone thing where he just leans on you and drop you to the floor. And because he will lean on Usyk.
Remris says that Cullinan was pumped up.
No, he wasn't.
Let me tell you this. He dropped Tyson Fury with an overhand right.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. He dropped with an overhand.
Tyson Fury got up and broke him up.
Listen, he held him. Surplex move.
So why are you man always trying to big up his status Cullinan? Tyson broke up Cullinan. He got the overhand right, which is a shot that you do for, a tall man. If you're shorter, you dip and you throw the bolo, and it worked. But do you hear anyone talking about Steve Cullinan today? Come on, man. Come on. Stop trying to disrespect the TF, the Gypsy King. He's the man right now. And right now, we want to know, listen, Tyson Fury said his last fight is going to be against Derek Chisora. Do we really want to see that? Is Derek still going to be around by the time?
You know what Tyson Fury said?
Go on. Yeah, that's what he said.
Well, you know what? He likes Derek and he wants Derek to get a payday.
Okay, so
Derek's
got no chance of beating him then.
Oh, right. 1 second, man. Hello, sir. All right, John, how you doing? This is John Fury on the line. I'm actually in the studio right now. Yeah, listen, your son was fantastic. They're incredible. All right then, brother. Take care. God bless, mate. John Fury does form. Look at that.
Come on, live and direct on The Fight Is Right. You know, we're always doing it. Big up the man called John Fury. Bought his son, had a dream, called him after the heavyweight champion of the world at the time. And years later, his son, Tyson Point 2, is bracking up man, left, right, and center.
Yep.
You can't do nothing about it.
Yep.
So what you say about that? And I like John Fury because
He's
he
real.
brings that kind of roughness. I like to the commentary. You don't know whether to feel
He's
scared
real. He's real. He's real.
but he's a good guy. He
Who
believes in his
says Spence need to lend me that black book, bruv. You see the thing about it is that man for me. All right, know that thing there, because that man tell me bare gossips on what's going on in this thing.
Everyone eating cause of AJ. Never forget that.
Where's that? Put that one up. Put that one up.
Oh, where's it gone? Everyone eating. So yeah. Abs Banter.
Yep, everyone's eating because of AJ. Never forget that, bro. You got that line from me. Don't try and put my lines on my team. I said that AJ was the one that brought the fascination of boxing. Him and Eddie Hearn, they should be props. They brought the fascination of it. They brought that excitement and all the rest of it. But AJ's story don't top Tyson Fury's.
That's true.
It
is up there though, Spence.
No. AJ's story is fantastic. The man was 2.5 years as an amateur.
Yes.
World Games silver medalist, an ABA champion, and an Olympic gold medalist. You can't muck around with that. Then 3 years after that, 4 years after that, he becomes world heavyweight champion. In quicker time than what Muhammad Ali did. You can't muck around with that. So you got to realize and say, no, you have to props him. But
you have to put respect on his name.
You have to put double respect on that name. And again, like I'm saying, look at the immense pressure that Tyson Fury was under. Yeah? When he beat Klitschko. Right? And he's been open about suffering from mental health issues and all the rest of it. Hold up, just for a second now. When he beat Klitschko, the man should have been exalted onto another level, and he never got that. I remember John Fury was saying, look, they're going to do this about my son and blah, blah, blah. And they never did. But they tried to set him up as well. Right? Could you imagine how that must feel? Now, let's flip it now, right? Let's flip it. Anthony Joshua must be under immense pressure.
As
right?
we've said.
Anthony Joshua must be like, you know what I mean, this stay humble, stay hungry persona, blah, 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 blah. On the reels, don't you think Anthony Joshua wants to dash over tables when he's at press conferences? Don't you think that Anthony Joshua wants to hold man in his throat when they try to push him? Think about it. You know what I mean? And he's Nigerian as well. You don't think he don't want to do that? This Anthony Joshua is a persona because his real name is Femi.
Can I just say, there's certain negative comments, and do not think Tunde Ajayi, Gary Blake, or Spencer will put these up for everyone to see. We won't. So this ain't no negative channel. We want constructive comments and positive comments that we can put up. When we put up no negative nonsense. Anyway, sorry, Spence.
Right. So I'm saying the man must be under some, big up Bobby Wright again, right? Must be under Bobby Wright taking liberties.
Come on. You know that, ain't it, Bob? Because, bruv, we don't want Spencer talking over 18 nonsense again on the thing. Bruv, Spencer trying to get us locked off air with his porno hub chat.
You know why I started talking about this porno hub thing, yeah? It's because I saw my man the other day, man. Malik Scott.
Bobby Wright. Big up Fifi, €4.99. Crazy thing is, Fury was active for 2 of the last 7 years. Can you imagine that? His story is one of the greatest, if not the greatest comebacks in the history of boxing. Agreed or not agreed, Spence?
I have to agree with it. Right? Because check this one out. I want to talk history with a guy. I want to talk boxing. Let's go back to 1964, February 25th.
The
a young
knowledge.
Muhammad Ali, then Cassius Clay, beat Sonny Liston for the World Heavyweight Championship. Right? He goes on, he defends the title 10 times. Right? His last fight being against Zara Foley, right? Who was a very, very good fighter, but a little bit past peak, and Ali stops him. Then Ali refused to take the draft to the Vietnam War, right? He says this is an unjust war and it's got nothing to do with me. And he doesn't go. And they strip him of the title. And he's out of boxing for 2.5 years. Ali's comeback fight was against a top-ranked contender in Jerry Quarry. Like, he beats Jerry Quarry, he stops Jerry Quarry. Then he goes on after that, and then he fights a very good contender in Oscar Bonavena. Some people used to call Oscar Bonavena Rocco a very, very tough man who previously floored the then reigning champion Joe Frazier. Joe Frazier goes on and wins the New York State Athletic Commission title, and then he goes on to win the WBC title when he goes out and he stops Ali's former sparring partner in Jimmy Ellis in 1970. March 8th, 1971, Ali and Frazier go and fight each other. And this is the thing. Ali had 2 warm-ups against 2 top 10 contenders. Tyson Fury comes out of retirement after the same amount of time, 3 years, and fights 2 men, Tunde, that you wouldn't even hire for sparring for Anthony Yarde, even though they're heavier than Anthony Yarde. So Tyson Fury's comeback has to be amazing. Then to go and fight Deontay Wilder, and in the first fight when they fight of December of 2018, the majority of people left there thinking that an injustice was served to Tyson Fury, that he won the fight. So we've got to say that his comeback has to be one of the greatest comebacks in boxing history. I would say that Tyson Fury's comeback ranks up there with Ali coming out of retirement, and then he had to keep on boxing to get the fight with George Foreman. That was October 1974 to regain the heavyweight championship. Tyson Fury didn't do none of that. Tyson Fury went back into the lion's den after two fights against Swart.
Go on, carry on, Spence.
Tyson Fury's are done.
Can we just say my man went on away turf twice and sweep up the belt? So big ups. Hold tight, Maxweller. Spence has got Thanos, John Fury on that speed dial, baby.
Come on.
Gemini, thank you for the £5 donation. He said, I don't think any of these heavyweights will retire unbeaten. Thoughts, guys? Well, let me tell you something. Tyson Fury, in my opinion, he can retire undefeated because after he's got I would say he's still got 2 danger fights in AJ and Usyk. I don't care what anyone, and AJ and Dylan. AJ and Dylan, I don't business. They're danger fights. And even Usyk to some degree. But I would still say, because I know AJ will get up for that Fury fight on another level. But I just hope that he gets through the Usyk fight. Hope he doesn't get too damaged or suffer any knockdowns or, hope that. And I hope we get this fight because I need to see the fight. But having said all that, we do need to see Dylan get his shot.
Yeah.
I think he more than deserves his shot. Remrish says, who wins AJ versus Fury? We should say Fury versus AJ because Fury's he's the man right now.
You know what? I don't want to talk about it right now. You know why? Because I'm talking about where AJ is in his mental space right now. What AJ needs to do is to go regroup, deal with Usyk in impressive style and fashion, and then make that fight happen between him and Tyson Fury. But before then, I don't want to say AJ because I have to go by your last performance. The performance that was demonstrated by Tyson Fury, the AJ that thought Usyk couldn't fight that Tyson Fury. I'm just being real. But I think that AJ, if he's mentally on it, like how he fought Klitschko, even like how he started in the first fight against Andy Ruiz, that was a serious AJ. I just want man to realize that was a very, very serious AJ. So it's down to AJ's mental capabilities. What's that? Mixed Master Dodger. This guy's boxing memory is on another level, is on another planet. Sorry. Thank you very much, brother. You know what I mean? And as you say, I'm just answering the questions here, what you guys are talking about. So I can just...
Sorry, I'm getting messages from Anthony as we speak. He's actually at a BT event now.
Okay.
Yeah. So sorry about that.
No problems.
Big up
Alexander Wilson.
Laurence Okolie's old trainer said he thinks he beats Fury, AJ, and Usyk. Oh, wow.
Listen, who's that? Brian O'Shaughnessy, yeah?
Brian O'Shaughnessy.
Tell that old drunkard to shut his mouth.
Maybe he wants the job back.
Nah, you know what? I'm going to be real. You guys think I'm crazy, yeah? I think, and I was speaking to Laurence Okolie the other day. I should phone him now. I was speaking to Laurence Okolie the other day, yeah? I believe that Laurence Okolie will become heavyweight champion of the world.
Yeah.
I do. You just got to keep on doing this stuff that he's working with Shane McGuigan. That right hand is serious. That is not. And I believe that right hand will be like a Tommy Hearn's right hand, that it can transcend weights. That's what I believe.
Okay. Interesting.
That's what I believe.
Okay, well, I mean, I remember Laurence was out there sparring with Tyson.
Yeah, he done enough work with Fury.
Yeah, so I guess he knows. Interesting. Well, we'll keep a look at. He's a cruiserweight champion of the world, and he's doing well, Laurence. So keep doing what you're doing, Okolie, and your future looks bright, sir.
My guy, let me just big up Lloyd, Lennox Lewis's Cody. He just said, "Yeah, I'm on it tonight, ringside seat." Big up Lloyd.
Come on, hold tight, Lloyd. Ramris, Dylan. Thomas says Dylan turned down a shot at AJ. Why does he deserve a shot at Fury?
Because he's WBC #1 challenger. He wasn't #1 challenger for the IBF, WBO, or the WBA titles. He was highly ranked in them, but he wasn't #1 challenger. So it wasn't a mandatory defense by Andy Joshua. It was a voluntary defense, and he just offered him that money to say, "What do you want to take this fight?" And they offered him £5 million.
And he said no.
He said no. But listen, Dylan ain't on no cheap money. Dylan's on proper money, you know.
No, but £5 million is a lot of money, Spence.
No, of course, a lot of money. But he was offered $5 million, and he turned it down because he said like things just weren't right. And not only that, but the rematch clause in it, he was going to earn less than the $5 million in the rematch. So they
actually gave him a deal where they know the numbers don't make sense. I'm looking at that name. That name looks like a boxer's name. Stephen Fullerton. Maybe I've got it wrong. I thought that's that featherweight boy from America.
Could be.
It can't be him. But he said AJ has a fragile mind and never beats Fury. Anyway, come on. Well, we'll see.
Well, the thing about it is this. We're talking about fragile minds. Tyson Fury admitted to his fragility of mind. Right? And the man's now killing it. Alexander Walker says it was a guy named Barry who trained Okolie. Okay.
No. It's Brian Laurence.
Yeah.
Oh, Barry Robinson. Barry Robinson.
That little fruitcake.
Barry, a million styles boxing.
Yeah.
But I mean, how did he come out? You know, how did he come to that conclusion?
He's looking work again. That's why.
How did he come to that conclusion? Because that's a serious.
Listen. I'm not. Listen, I rate the guy because he's actually a boxing nut. He loves the game.
Oh yeah, man, on another level.
Yeah,
He's always all over the world.
Things. You're right, but like I said, Laurence Okolie got rid of you for a reason.
Where is that off the canvas comment? I mean, it's up there on the super chats. Oh yeah, there it is. There you go. Yeah, Laurence Okolie.
His pleasure for violence mindset training. At the presser, I need to see him with eyebrow slits and night gloves. You're taking liberties.
Off the canvas boxing is a cheeky one, you know, sometimes. But bro, you know something? Before this loss, people weren't talking like this about AJ. People weren't talking like this about AJ. People expected AJ to go out there and just bust up this brother. And now because of this performance, which I'm sure he's kicking himself about, people have just all of a sudden turned on this young man. And I'm looking forward to the rematch because I believe AJ can change that mindset. I believe he has the ability to do that. And then we get a super fight in the horizon with Tyson and AJ, and even Tyson and Dylan. AJ and Dylan, that's a big fight still, Spence.
Yeah, it is a big fight. That's a big fight as well. That's a big fight.
And let's not forget, there are a lot of heavyweights coming up now. Okay, yeah. My man just said it. Steve Fulton is a boxer from Philly. That's the one I was talking about, but not Fulton. Yes, sir. All right, thank you for that. But yeah, I think Fury first. Hold on, what I say? Frank Warren said yesterday that they have sent. Where's that gone? An offer to Luis Ortiz to fight Joe Joyce. And read it down. Okay. That'd be a good fight. That'd be a good fight. I would like to see that, Spence.
See what?
Joe Joyce against Luis Ortiz. They boxed on the same card. I was there that night.
Big fight.
In New York. I wasn't impressed with Luis Ortiz that night. I forgot who he fought. Some brother. But he beat him, but I wasn't impressed. That night, Joe Joyce stopped someone. It was Joe Joyce boxed on the first Fury undercard. I was there because Sam Jones gave me the pass. Sam Jones and them man, they try to sit me anyway. And then Sam Jones said, yeah, hold that pass. So I was happy and grateful to Sam Jones for that. But yeah, going back to the question, what next for Tyson Fury or continuing? I've heard people say this, but I just didn't see it. Hold on, where is it? I said, Seth, I just read the first line, but let me read the whole comment. Fury looked sloppy on Saturday. In the second fight, he looked so much better. Why do you think this is the case? And will it hurt him in the long run? Bruv, he never looked sloppy in this fight on Saturday. I'll tell you that for free. To me, I'm just saying, to me, he never looked sloppy.
Anyone saying that, they're talking crazy.
He never looked sloppy. So I've read that a few times. Bruv, the man rolled under a left hook and clapped a man with a right hand.
Bruv.
You don't do that.
You heard the doof. That doof was serious.
What a punch. You know, so I don't get it. Like, his jab was on point when he decided to use it. Sugar Hill started shouting at him, use the effing jab. You understand? And but he wanted a dogfight. Tyson wanted a dogfight. As Wilder said, he never come in that weight to be no belly dancer. But I'll be honest with you, he still looked like a belly dancer. Yeah. Because he was on his feet. But and I told man before, don't get fooled by this 20 stone. Tyson can carry that. He can carry that.
He carries it very well. He carries
the 20 stone might have been in his hips because the way the love handles were shaking. Well, the way the love handles were shaking, but he carries it so well.
The love handles were shaking like he's on Love Island.
Someone was saying that Fury is not an elite athlete because of his body shape.
No, I saw that. Listen.
Who is that guy?
You remember, what's his name? He used to be back in the day. He used to have his show on ITV. James Well.
James Well, yeah.
James Well. Right? I can't listen to them idiots. You know what I mean? He's talking about, he's not an elite athlete. You want to be careful for Tyson Fury to show you what an elite athlete is. Off the topic.
My way. Man said, man's love handles it like a second bottom. Bruv. Some people give you joke, you know. Anyway, KO Boxing 5 says, off topic, but thoughts on Joshua Wilder. Sorry, I had to say that comment. That comment was jokes. What's your thoughts on Joshua Wilder? Come on, Spence. What's your thoughts on Joshua Wilder?
I'd have Joshua beating Wilder.
Yeah.
Yep. I'd have Joshua beating. You know why? I know that fight the other day, the two fights that Wilder has had with Tyson Fury have dented him, Ton. I see a man bleeding from his ears, Ton.
And he don't. I remember I said it before the fight. You man was trying to show me that no, all this silent business. I said no, brother. This guy has got into his soul. He's got into Tyson Fury's soul, and no matter how much he spoke, no matter how much he shouted "bomb squad" and rah, and all of that, I saw a man that was beaten mentally, and then in the fight, I was very, very worried that he kept on looking down and, you know, he just looked dejected. And even when he knocked Fury down, you see the way he went, like, he kind of went, yes, like,
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't really like you understand? It wasn't
really caught him good. He was just happy to have him over.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it was good. I know them ones. So you're not fooling me. I'm telling you, I've got Anthony Joshua beating Deontay Wilder.
Me too.
And that's that. You don't have to agree with me. No one has to agree with me or all the rest of it. But what I have realized is that I'm hearing a lot of silence in America from all of them man there.
Yeah, I don't hear them. Silence. I'm not hearing them. Fifi, I'm looking for your second Snapchat. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. There you go, Fifi. Fifi said, rumors are Fury only had a 3-week camp. He was in a hospital for 2 weeks. Sugar Hill said his training camp was different. His mentality was on point, though. That's interesting.
And I agree that his mentality was on point because this boxing game is mental.
As I've always told them.
Right? It's mental. But the thing about it is this, the worst thing is this. Don't be mentally strong and no boxing. Because that's a dangerous combination. You know what I mean? Don't be mentally strong and no boxing. All this 50-week camp and all them stupidness.
yeah, it's true. It's true. I think it's just too long. Hey, my elbows start licking me. Anthony started to lick up this thing. Anyway, yeah, sorry. Luis Ortiz, Neil Woodstock, thank you for the £5.
Luis Ortiz would have been a good fight for AJ to have had before Usyk to get used to the southpaw awkwardness. And I totally agree.
I agree with that one, sir. I agree with that one. I definitely agree with that. Because in terms of IQ, he's slightly lower than Usyk. Maybe got a heavier punch, but you know, AJ would have matched him for that in that department. Remrich says the Americans aren't silent, they're saying they're proud of Wilder. Yeah, but before you were saying that, bro, Wilder's gonna take out my man.
Listen, man, I don't want to no talk. All I know is that America's gone silent now.
Bro, they can't take it.
America's gone silent. I don't see none of them channels about how he cheated. I don't hear none of them about he got beaten fair and square.
Hold on. What? Has Eddie Hearn signed Luis Ortiz?
Again? No, I know he originally did, but and let him go.
Okay.
Because Luis Ortiz had that boring fight against Malik Scott.
Yes.
And they let him go. But Luis Ortiz was offered the Anthony Joshua fight. He was offered a lot of money for the Anthony Joshua fight, but it was at the time when my guy pulled out in it.
Okay. Ortiz pulled out.
No, Baby Miller, when Miller got done for the drugs, so they were looking for an opponent. And then man, everyone was just asking for some telephone book, pages, numbers. You know what I mean? For the fight. And my boy took the fight. Andy Ruiz took the fight and he came out successful.
Yeah, apparently these American men them are chatting about long count.
I don't want to hear no foolishness about no long. Nice. These channels are talking about the long count conspiracy. Young billionaire, right? I know you're from. They're looking at that. You look like you're some American man as well. You know what I mean? Like you got some Hispanic blood in you. Yeah. Looking at the picture there, I could be mistaken. Tell me if I'm right or not. Right? I know they're trying to hold on to anything. They're trying to clutch onto straws. You know what I mean? So they're trying to hold on to anything that's just not there. It's foolishness.
Fifi said it was the second one, but I'm gonna look for it, Fifi. Don't watch nothing. Go and carry on, Spence.
You know what I mean? So it's foolishness about long count. This is how it goes, is this. A man gets knocked down, yeah? A referee can start counting, but really and truly, the count has to stop until you go back to your corner. Right? When you go back to your corner, then the referee can continue counting. And that's what happened. And regardless if we're talking about, it was a long count and which I'm not going by that notion. They tried to get Buster Douglas on that. February of 1990 when Mike Tyson knocks him down. Yeah, they're trying to call that a long count as well. Remember that? So they're trying to rock history. But just take this is what I'm trying to say. Man's just got to take that arson as it was. He got beat up. Simple as that. Take your arson as it is.
Yeah, Tyson Fury is definitely in the driver's seat.
Of course he is.
He's his show. Usyk is bound to the rematch against AJ. I'm sure that is going to be a great contest. But all roads at this moment lead to the Gypsy King.
1,000,000%. And nobody can turn around and not say that the Gypsy King.
Yes, God.
He ain't a bad man right now.
This looks like another US man. Tyson Fury looked like he was on steroids.
There we go.
Wild boar meat, and whatever he had, the same funny gloves. I think AJ and Usyk, Big Baby Miller, or Dylan Whyte.
All right, stop for a second.
Was the biggest piece of garbage.
Stop for a second. Son, stop for a second. Listen to this one. Hog Capone, yeah?
Yeah, Hog Capone.
I know you're American. Listen to me. I'm glad you're on the thing, and I respect you for writing in your thing, yeah?
Yeah, that's how we're not biased around there. We're still biased around there.
But let me tell you this. Tyson Fury never looked like he's on steroids to me.
At all.
Right?
If that's what steroids
look like. When James Toney beat Joe Ruiz for the WBA title, yeah? And then he got stripped to the title and the fight was given a no contest because they found steroids in his body or some form of something. I was a weight cutting agent, right? And James Toney said, look at my body, man. Look, I'm on steroids. And I'm going to say the same thing. If Tyson Fury is on steroids, yeah, I want a refund from my drug man.
It's a bad advert for steroids, isn't it?
I'm telling you. The one that looked like it was on steroids was actually Deontay Wilder because he looked big no ass.
Yeah, trust me.
All right, then. And I'm not making no allegation against him to say he was on steroids. I'm not buying that foolishness.
Yeah. Thomas said, ask Spence to explain the Luis Ortiz situation. I'm not too sure what the situation is, but I think Spence said something about they signed him and then.
Yeah, they did sign him. They had him and then he got released after his. And you know what? The next thing, I'll be real with you, right? I remember when he fought the White Rhino, your brethren, Dave Allen.
By my brethren.
I remember when he fought. I remember when Luis Ortiz came over about 3 years ago and he fights the White Rhino. I was at that fight. And then afterwards, he was at the O2. I'm walking backstage and I see Luis Ortiz. He had a baseball cap similar to yours, Tun, and he had a pair of jeans on and a leather jacket. And he looked like where them old men are trying to look young. You know, the granddads who go nightclub, you in the nightclub, you see them. He said, bro, you look too old to be in there. That's what he looked like. So that old man can't do nothing now.
All right. Rad24_96 says Spencer and Tunde, good channel as always, but I'm surprised that you guys haven't spoken about the lack of sportsmanship from Deontay Wilder's not accepting Tyson Fury's hand after trilogy. That you know, I can't say that.
I know you can't.
Last Saturday.
Listen, the trilogy between these guys, I'm saying this.
Wait there. Could there be a full fight?
There could be.
All right, go ahead.
There could be. Right? But Deontay Wilder have to do something spectacular. Deontay Wilder, if he was like we said, Deontay Wilder have to fight Dillian Whyte, knock it out. Fight AJ, knock it out. Fight Usyk, knock it out. And Tyson Fury could be thinking that he's actually Thanos now, resting, and he gets a visit from Captain America, which is Deontay Wilder, because he went out on his shield the other day. It was a vibranium shield, and say, yeah, come, let's do it again, one more time. And because the fight was so damn good, it could happen. But he'd have to do that. He'd have to do something spectacular, because I can't see there's no other way for you to go get that shot. That's just me being realistic with you, right? But I'm going to say again, it was sad sportsmanship on behalf of Deontay Wilder, but that just shows just how much it meant to him. Yes. And I see a video where Deontay Wilder's missus was cussing Tyson Fury as well. You fat fuck. Like,
oh, wow.
Yeah, right? So you can see how much it meant to him, especially Deontay Wilder in his hearts of hearts believed that Tyson Fury cheated in the second fight. So now he's got no excuses, and the realization hit him. Just like he didn't even score the knockdown too good, but he's flinging up his hands in adulation because maybe he just knew just how tough or how technically sound Tyson Fury was over his skills. But I'm saying I get where the bad sportsmanship comes from, but I hope in his heart that he can find it and say, you know what, I lost to the better man. And he would have came out better if that was the case. But it never wasn't the case. So I think it's sad on that extent, but I do understand it.
Fifi, honest opinion, fellas, these rematch clauses are hurting boxing. Other boxers don't have that privilege. I understand the politics of boxing, though. I don't think they do hurt, because if we didn't have rematch clause, you want to see the Thriller in Manila, the Rumble in the Jungle. We need these things.
There weren't no rematch clause in the.
So why did it happen? Why did it happen? Why did it happen?
It happened because Joe Frazier was one challenger for the title, and also Joe Frazier bought that kind of money. So the Thriller Manila, President Marcos, who was the president of the Philippines, paid $3 million to bring that fight out there.
Teach.
That's why that fight happened. Don't get twisted. So the man was like,
the Frazier.
Yeah, to bring Frazier Ali out there. So Ali said, yeah, we're going out there, bro. See, like, next thing
what about Sonny Liston? Sorry. What about Sonny Liston rematch?
The Sonny Liston rematch. The Sonny Liston, because Sonny Liston was controlled by the mob, right?
Yes.
And there was a rematch clause in that, for real, right? But that wasn't Ali's first defense, because what happened was Sonny Liston had a hernia, so the fight got postponed, and he went out into Canada and fought George Chavallo.
Come on, the knowledge.
Yeah. But
you don't get this on no other thing.
Nah, come on,
the knowledge.
Right. So, but there weren't. There's not like, oh well, the rematch clause. There weren't none. But when you're a big name like Ali make sure Max Spencer, aka Google, no Google, bro. It's all up here, right?
Google. That's the Google. That's what he's saying.
That's the Google, right? So, you think like the rematch clause is only in place like Ali versus Leon Spinks when they fought in 78. There's a rematch clause in that fight. Straight.
Okay. Tyson Fury against Andy Ruiz.
That'd be a good fight, you know. But Tyson Fury jabbed that up.
Tyson Fury brought that up.
Roland, we never see you for how long, and you're on the team. Read the question.
Big up. Thank you very much, Roland. Fury was very sharp. The second knockdown where he blocks the right body shot, ducked the left head shot, and then successfully returns the favor with his own right hand headshot. Bruv, wait. It comes
I was rooting for Bomb Squad, but the Gypsy King
reigns on this thing.
All right.
Thank you. Well explained, Roland. Man, I don't know where this nonsense about Fury was sharp. Fury was sharp.
Listen, the man was so sharp. If you looked at him too hard, you start bleeding.
Fury was sharp. But Stephen Fullerton says Fury Warriors goes like Fury Chisora. You might be right. You may be right. Fifi says, love these history trivia Spencer's on it tonight. Fire. Spencer is a boxing savant. I love that word. And it's the facts.
You're Nigerian. That's why you love that word.
It's the facts. You can't get this on no other thing. Fury is the only heavyweight in the world. Oh, where's that gone? These things moving so fast. Fury is the only heavyweight in the world who has 3 top 5 wins. He should have 4 top 5 wins, but it is what it is. Spence? Care to elaborate on that?
Fury is the only heavyweight in the world that has 3 top 5 wins. Yeah, we say that. They're weird, but 3 of them have been against the same guy.
Yeah, listen. Yeah. I'm on that. I want to broke up that you. He's too cheap up. I don't like his energy. I'll broke up that you. So, bro, let's do that. Let's Spencer versus Pookie and me versus.
Did you see Pookie release some statement to him?
No.
Yeah, he released some statement.
Was the contract sent to him today? Hold on.
Maybe it got sent to him because he will mention my name in his thing. He put it out there saying that he'll answer the Spencer Fearon thing, but he's had.
What, he got the contract?
Huh?
Did he get the contract today?
Most probably did get the contract from your lawyer, but he said that while having a surgery for cosmetic surgery for his teeth, because his teeth are rotten, that they are rotten. Tony, his teeth are blacker than your t-shirt. Right. That he said something like he's had that abscess that blew in his stomach.
That's too much Coca-Cola. Sorry.
Yeah, so he's majorly like he's in intensive.
He's stuck in the fight. Let's just get it right.
He's in intensive. No, he's saying that he's in intensive care and that he'll deal with the Spencer Fearon thing. But right now they're just trying to. One of his spokespersons right now they're just trying to get him home safely and. But that sounds a bit too in sync. Even like I said, if you listen, Tunde, 2 things. If you call my name, God will mash you up. I'll tell you that straight. Number 1. But number 2, show evidence that you're in hospital.
We need to see evidence.
You're in hospital. Show us evidence because that is too blinking convenient. You with all your little coward mob, your little piglet tribe. You know what I mean? We was looking to cut some peas here and the man's trying to mash up my program for Christmas.
Yeah, we want that fight. The contract should have been sent today. We've got your email address. I spoke to the lawyer yesterday. Yeah, so let's do it. But anyway, let's continue. We'll go for another 17 minutes and let's wrap it up at 90. Too much swine broke up his belly. No, I'm not going to explain why I've got beef with Umar. I haven't actually. I've seen him at a couple shows. He's cool. Umar's cool. He's just a young guy. No. But it will make good viewing, I think, as an undercard fight. But you know there ain't no fight because you know about my forearms. You know about.
Yeah, no, I know what you been doing to get them big, but that's another story for another day.
Behave yourself. Fury, who's Time Booth? Who Time Booth? Who that?
He's he makes bare videos on this thing stuff.
Time Booth. That little high color you.
Yeah, him, the little dundus. Him.
Brother can't chat to me. Anyway, Fury starting to become overrated. 3 names in your resume don't make you the best of an era. It does.
Oh,
It does, you know. There they go again. Every time you mention some white boy, gotta bring up. Now,
Fury is not overrated.
No.
Matter of fact, Tyson Fury is actually underrated by people who haven't got eyes to know what boxing is. If you understand what the sweet science is, it's hit and not get hit. But sometimes when you do get hit, make sure you hit back harder. And that's exactly what he did. Right?
As Tyson Fury would say, have a day off, mate. Yeah. Bro, Tyson Fury is I don't care. And I've never called Tyson Fury's name the way I've called him in the last couple of days. Everyone knows me. I'm not them sycophants. But I just have to give credit where credit's due. And the guy really put up a magnificent performance. He's done it more than once now. You know, he silenced Wilder 3 times in the US. So there ain't no hometown, the UK. It's so funny how all these conspiracy theories are happening in the US. Supposing all this was in the UK, they definitely would have been giving us. We wouldn't have heard of the last of it. But the fact that he's beaten Wilder in the US 3 times, it says a lot about the man, Spence.
Alexander Wilson, I'm a huge basketball fan, and 2 of my click on. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm a huge basketball fan, and 2 of my favorite players were Hakeem Olajuwon and Patrick Ewing.
From your home country.
From your home countries.
Have you met these 2?
No, I haven't.
I never. When you say home countries, what do you mean?
Nigerian, isn't it?
Okay.
Patrick Ewing is Jamaican.
Okay. I've never met neither of them actually.
I mean, no, I haven't. But you know what, Alexander?
Thank you for $5.
Thank you so much for that $5. I remember seeing Patrick Ewing in Space Jam.
Yeah, I remember that.
Ewing was a bad boy player. Do you remember the Patrick Ewing boots, the trainers?
Yeah, trust me.
I know you had them, Tunde.
I didn't have them, man.
Did you have them?
No, I never had them Patrick Ewing. But Patrick Ewing weren't big enough for me. It's always Jordan, bro.
Yeah?
It was always Jordan, yeah, but I never had them.
No,
I had them black Stanfords. Remember the black Stanfords with a little string, the little elastic thing. Bro, you know the elastic thing in this part of the court. Bro, them black Stanfords were powerful.
Did you have the night pumps? We had to pump the night. Do you remember that?
Yeah. I had them. I know you had them. But the black Stanfords were powerful. Man used to use them for Sports Day.
Listen, Jermaine remembers the times when man had Deodora, you know.
Deodora is a serious. But the Deodoras, you were someone if you had a pair of Deodoras.
No, because they're expensive.
Yeah. Reebok pumps, yeah, I remember them. Bally shoes. You weren't no one if you never had Bally shoes.
Bro.
Santana shirts.
Remember, wait a minute. See, we're talking about trends. Do you remember we had the Ballies, yeah?
Yeah.
I used to roll it. Remember, you used to roll the trouser. You know,
yeah. Come on. Right. Old school.
What Ballies you have? You have the grey ones or the black ones? What you want to do?
Every color. I was a Jim Brown. Me and Sam Warner had almost every color. And Hooligan. Man, you know about Hooligan from Peckham.
Right. Now, he's a serious brother.
Chippy Lloyd. We had all the colors because man used to be on the road hard.
Right. I want man to realize this part here as well, yeah? To have the Ballies, yeah? I'm going to Google it to see if they come up, yeah? To have the Ballies, remember back then, they were £185.
Man said,
right.
Yeah, Bally and Kicksuit. Come on. Bro,
that was nice.
What I gotta say. It's only the OGs know about this.
The OGs know. They know. But if you had the Ballies.
No, wasn't Vikings the racist shoes?
Yeah. Not Vikings. It was. Yeah, it was Vikings. Yeah, it was Vikings.
Or high-tech.
Troop. I remember Truth sponsored Gary Mason, former British heavyweight champion.
Yes.
Yeah, Truth was the little racist trainers that.
Anyway, let's get back. We're going off subject again.
No, we're not going off subject. Travel Fox. I had a red pair of Travel Fox that I got from Jamaica. Yeah. In 1989. Boy, everybody bowed to me when I turned up to school with my Travel Fox.
Fifi, thank you for the €4.99. He said, question, what would Fury's trajectory be if he didn't when all went off the hill after the Klitschko? Could it be even better than the unbeaten status he has today? That's a very, very good question, Fifi. And Spence, do you want to answer that?
So, let me just get that question. What Fury's trajectory if he did? Very good question indeed. Yeah. And maybe he wouldn't have that unbeaten status. Maybe he needed to go for the rails and things go bad for him to really want something that much. You know, there's a famous saying that a cow never knows the use of his tail until it's gone. So maybe it was the fact that I ain't got my titles and it made him hungry to say he wanted something now. Because he'd be thinking all his life he's saying, I want to be world heavyweight champion. I want to be world heavyweight champion. And then all of a sudden, he becomes world heavyweight champion. Gary, block this little idiot. I can't take this little foolish man talk.
Wait there. No cap. I think this is the question you were saying. Would Ike Ibeabuchi be a top contender today?
1 million percent.
Huh?
1 million percent. Listen to what I'm saying to you. 1 million percent he'd be a top contender today.
You sure?
Tunde, you ain't watch Ike Ibeabuchi like I watch Ike Ibeabuchi.
You ain't watch Ike Ibeabuchi. What are you chatting about? The man's from Nigeria.
What does that mean? Because he's from Nigeria.
So I have to watch my fellow man.
I've been watching Ike Ibeabuchi before you even knew about boxing. Right?
You're a joker.
Right. I will be a joke. I'm a realist. Ike Ibeabuchi, let me tell you this now. Ike Ibeabuchi, if he was around today, he's a problem for anybody. I don't business what any man say. The man had work rate. It was tough. He had a chin. Say no more. Go watch his fight with David Tua. At the time, it was Conky Box's highest.
Yeah, I remember that fight clearly. But what I'm trying to say is, you can have a high work rate. If Lennox
remember when Ike Ibeabuchi,
Lennox Lewis clap you in your mouth, that high work rate is done.
So
that's what I'm saying.
Listen to me, yeah? Nobody punched harder than David Tua, you know?
Aha! She didn't care.
What
are you talking about, Spencer?
Oh, shut up.
What are you talking about?
Bastard.
David, what are you saying now? There he goes again. But man, these people block us, you know, for this bad language.
You can't block you for that. Bastard is not swearing, you bastard.
Listen.
He's laughing. Like, he come to this guy from Nigeria.
David Tua was a hard. David Tua, bro, all right, he had a decent punch in him, but come on, he weren't no Ernie Shavers. Come on,
Tunde, David Tua could whack.
Whack what? Whack what? Whack
samosa. You're whack. That was going on.
Anyway, Tunde Spencer, do you think heavyweight boxing was harder in Ali Frazier era, or is it harder now?
Harder in the 70s. Definitely more harder. You know what I mean? Harder then because, and this is why I believe that Tyson Fury could have lived in any era. Forget about his size or anything. I'm talking about the boxing IQ. Back then, the fighters had teachers, not trainers who all want to be all up in the spotlight. You know what I mean? Like they're puffed out.
I want to be in the spotlight.
I don't do. But no, I'm just telling you the truth. Right? It was a different thing.
Sorry to go back. But Tua would have got jabbed up by Tyson Fury. So don't tell me about Tua. Tyson Fury would have broke up David Tua about hardest puncher. What are you chatting about? Dylan Whyte would have broke up David Tua. No, maybe that would have been a good fight. That would have been a good fight.
I done talk, you know?
Yeah, Tua was 5 foot. Tua was about as big as that midget Sonny Edwards.
Do you see when David Tua knocked out. It was like the night of the heavyweights. I think that was the night when Shannon Briggs got his first loss against a guy called Wilson. Shannon Briggs, he said he had because he had asthma. He said he had asthma attack in the ring. Right?
Who's that?
Shannon Briggs.
Shannon the G, you know.
Right? And then David Tua. Not.
I said Naz had a longer reach than David Tua. Some midget man.
David Tua knocked out John Ruiz in the first round with a sweeping left hook.
Yeah, I remember that.
Listen, I'm gonna go watch that fight after I get off here.
Yeah, but David Hay broke up John Ruiz or whatever his name is.
Who?
David Hay.
John Ruiz was old then, Tunde. We talk about
David. Still broke him up.
No, but he was old, Tunde. He was old.
Ray Mercer was a tough.
No, forget about that, man. That man was.
Ray Mercer was a tough.
I would tell any man, right? Humphrey. It was one of your cousins, Tunde.
Humphrey Abagagi.
Obagi.
Obagi.
Nah, you know what? This is serious, you know. This debate on Ghana Jollof or Niger Jollof. This is a serious debate. It's a serious debate.
Ghana Jollof or Nigeria Jollof.
No Nigerian can talk on this, and no Ghanaian can tell me and talk about this. You have to be me, who's a son of both of them, or both of the countries, tell you about the thing. Yeah?
Tyson Fury eats jollof rice.
Does he?
Yeah.
Nah, man, that's Jamaica patty, isn't it?
I just made it up.
But what I am saying is this. There's times, I'm gonna be real. I've grown up around Nigerians, I've grown up around Ghanaians. And the best person ever to cook jollof rice for me, yeah, was actually country's mom, and she was from
get out of here, man.
You never let me talk.
Get out of here.
She was from Sierra Leone.
Don't start that. Don't try to bring no Sierra. The best jollof is Nigerian. Period.
Andy, jollof don't even come from Nigeria.
I don't care. Listen, this one, I don't care about your history.
You thieving bastards. You get agege bread. Agege bread doesn't come from. Agege bread is not bread. Agege bread originally came from Jamaica.
Man said Nigerian jollof is dead. Bro, no. Anyway, no. Bro, let's not get off this thing.
No, I'm staying on this now.
No, man. Tyson Fury is the topic today. Somali rice. What kind of Somali? Man, don't come with no Somali rice right now. That's the campus boys.
Wait there, I ain't gonna lie though. Have you ate injera? It's like their flatbread that they have, bro. Nah, bro.
No Somali rice.
Bro, no, seriously. From people from Somalia or people from Eritrea or Ethiopia, that injera is serious, bro. Trust me.
Anyway, Bob, Tyson Fury eats Nigerian jollof rice. That's a fact. Because I just made it up.
Thank you. Hey, listen, wait there, go ahead. Jackie boy. You see, he understands. Original jollof, yeah, comes from Cameroon.
But I don't business about all that, man. I don't business about all that Cameroon. Bro, Nigerian jollof is the best.
Why is it the best? Why is it the best?
It's just the best, sir.
Why?
Because Tyson Fury eats it.
No, but it doesn't. Why is it the best?
Because Tyson Fury eats it.
Why is it the best?
Ronald Curtis, Nigerian jollof reigns supreme, fam. Anyway, can we get serious, Spencer?
Right. Chinese jollof is the
Eddie is a joker. Well, how did this conversation go for?
No, I don't business. This is how it goes. You know what I mean?
How did we go from
Guyanese roti is the best?
How did we go from
right?
What next for Tyson?
Abs man knows Gambian jollof is powerful still. You know?
Get out of here, man. About Gambian. Get out of here about Gambian jollof. What kind of nonsense is that?
Yeah, man. Let me just say this, yeah. May I say, like, rest in peace, Pro Bees from Pep Talk, because I remember I had this conversation with him, and it was just so funny. It was so funny. Where I said, you know what, I have to be real. Like Nigerian jollof is the best jollof.
And did you Did you get the invitation to the?
Yeah, I got the invitation. It's going to be, was it 2 weeks time, innit?
Yes.
Next week Friday. Definitely going to be there for his send off. But
Rest
I'm
in
working
peace.
on that day as well. I'm working on the ESPN Plus show, the MTK Global show that they got down at York Hall. But I'm going there for the service, and I've got to leave to go work on the show. But yeah, man, rest in peace, Pro Bs. But we used to have this regular. Trust me, let me tell you this, yeah. The agusi sauce.
Here we go.
No. The agusi sauce is very serious when you have proper pounded yam.
Of course, it's the best.
And if you drink, after that, if you drink a pint of water, what happens is this: the mixture in your belly swells up, and you're not hungry no more. So when I look at my man eating pounded yam, really and truly, it's slave food, you know.
Here we go. Listen, don't start with that nonsense.
It's slave, bro.
Don't start with that nonsense.
It's cheap slave food.
Man, chat about peanut sauce.
Nah, what? I ain't gonna lie.
But Joyce is eating hard Nigerian food as well. Yeah, so
of course it's hard. I'm telling you this straight standard, Tom. Yeah. Ghanaian peanut sauce is better than Nigerian peanut sauce. I'm just being real. Maybe the jollof ain't, but their peanut sauce is serious. Prime Roy Jones versus Canelo at 168. Who wins? Roy Jones for me. I've said it. I'm standing on it.
We didn't even read this. I don't want to say man put it on. Tunde can fight KSI fight. Do you think he can beat Jake Paul? KSI is a good fighter. He's very strong. As long as he puts his mind to it, I think he can. But yeah, going back to Prime Roy Jones versus Canelo at 168. Who wins? Spencer says Roy.
I'm going for Roy.
I'm not too sure, my man.
I'm going for Roy. Ton, I'm going for Roy. You don't have to be sure. I'm telling you, I'm going for Roy. Are we looking at the fantastic things that Roy used to do at super middleweight? Roy would have been too quick. He punches hard as well, and he wouldn't respect Canelo. He's talking Canelo, listen, you're a little light middleweight, man. I'll punch you up, bro.
Canelo is a bit tasty, though, mate.
Yeah, listen to me. Canelo is tasty.
Just being honest. Canelo is a bit tasty. Yeah, and Roy's chin got found wanting when he come back down from heavyweight.
Yeah, but he came back there. But he said, I'm ready for you. Man said at 168. At 168, Roy Jones was Superman. At super middleweight, Roy Jones was Superman. I'm just being real. When Roy Jones found wanting, what was it? March of 2003, when he goes and he fights John Ruiz for the WBA title. I said the other day I was going to watch that fight, and I'm definitely going to watch that fight now. He was something incredible in that fight. Then he chops the weight and he comes back down. He chops the weight where he loses. He was like 199 pounds for that fight. And he drops the weight and he was dead. He was dead. 25 pounds he lost.
I just see that.
Roy would have dealt with him.
All right. Alexander, thank you for the $10, my man.
Yep.
Hakeem Olajuwon was a Yoruba from Lagos. He was the first non-American born player to win the NBA MVP. Patrick Ewing was born in Kingston and lived there until he was 12 years old. They are legends in the USA.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Big up Alexander Wilson for the knowledge. You know, we're getting all kind of knowledge from everywhere.
Everywhere.
All over the globe. And we thank you for that. I still hear man chat about biryani rice is the best. We chat about, fam.
Shut up.
Biryani. Nonsense.
There's bare little bits that you just joke up in your teeth.
Nonsense. Joyce is eating yam, cornmeal, dumpling, ackee, and saltfish. All them are. No, brother.
He's not. He's eating Niger food.
He's eating Niger food. I'm telling you. Well, you might be right, though, actually.
No, I'm telling you, he's eating Niger food. His mom's Nigerian. He eats the Niger food. I remember when I was at Sky and we was talking about it on set, and he was saying, "Yeah, all of them foods is on it."
Yeah. I see something about going back to the mental health issue. Oliver McCall suffered mental health breakdowns during a fight, but never came up with a bunch of insane excuses Wilder did repeatedly. I mean, again, I think in terms of this whole fight, I think Wilder's let himself down. This is the only place where I say Wilder's let himself down. Still making excuses, still not just saying the better man won on the night. Well, I think I did hear him say that actually. But the excuses.
Malik Scott said it. He didn't say it.
No, I think I read something where he said he came in at he didn't come in at 277 to be a ballet dancer. He came in to use his weight, and he did that successfully. And you know, I tried my best, and it is what it is. Yeah, but still, that's not really giving credit to Tyson, is it? But yeah, I did hear that. Use Jollof is better Tunde's or Spencer's. Nah, Tunde, he also let himself down when he released the twerk video.
Bro, listen, I told man that already. You know what I mean? Listen, I don't respect that thing. Straight.
Okay. G Chain says it's the LDBC man them who are making excuses, not Wilder yet.
And I agree with you. Hey, yo, Gary, bro, press up the super subs. You're taking liberties, bro. This man, some big boy agent, man. You're taking liberties.
Thank you, Fifi, again. Boxing history question. The most overrated or underrated boxer until the year 2021. I've got these Netherlands for days. Keep the change.
Thanks.
Okay.
So he wants man to talk about this thing.
Okay.
Underrated boxer right now. I would say one of the most underrated.
The most overrated and underrated. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Overrated. Lomachenko.
Come on.
All right. Said it. Not changing my mind. Yeah. And that's that. Yeah. The most overrated.
Come on.
Underrated right now. I think even though he got wobbled up in his fight last time out, I think he's greatly, I think he's very overlooked, and that's Devin Haney. I think another guy who's very, very overlooked because he's got losses on his record. But if you look at history, like losses don't mean none. And as many old-time fighters say, records are for DJs. I think Sean Porter's one of the most underrated fighters out there. There ain't a lot of respect put on his name. We ain't seen no one go out and totally bash him. He's got a really, really tough arc in him going up against Terence Crawford next month. That's going to be a great fight to go and watch. I think he's one of the most underrated as well. I think Caleb Plant is greatly underrated, right? Even though he's going to get broke up against Canelo, but I think he's going to go and give Canelo a run for a little piece until Canelo just clap him out. Stephen Paulson, you know what? My apologies. Let me just say this again. Josh Taylor is ridiculously underrated and underappreciated in the UK. Here is a man that...
Why is that?
Why?
Yes.
Because you love punch up people in nightclub.
Why is that? Is it because he's Scottish?
I don't know. Because his fight's now going to be aired on Sky, which the other fights were aired on Sky, but it's like he's the main focus now because he's done that deal with Boxer, which is still MTK, but he's done that deal. So, and yeah, also because he's Scottish. You know what I mean? If he was a London youth, he'd be everywhere. We don't even see Josh Taylor on no chat shows, no TV shows, no nothing.
Someone said Joe Joyce is so underrated also. Looks awful, but it's very effective. He can cut the ring off like nobody else.
And very, very, very effective. Joe Joyce, very, very, very effective. You know what? And you know, on a kid that kind of matches both is both underrated and overrated because you're saying Bush yet. Is Gerard Innes. You know what I mean? Boots.
Yes. Looking forward to
he's in the middle.
His time will come.
Yeah, it will.
Uzi says, explain why Lomo is overrated.
Because people got overly gassed when they believed that they were seeing things that they've never seen before. And all that showed to me is that you guys don't watch boxing because there's nothing that man weren't doing that I haven't seen before from a lot of all-time fighters, right? I ain't taking away the fact. I'm not taking away the fact that what the kid has done in the amateurs because it's incredible. Was that 396 fights, only losing one? Incredible. But I'm not forgetting that Salido beat him.
Lomachenko, I don't care how many fights it was. El Cap says Sweet Pea versus Pacquiao at 140. Who wins? I gotta say Pacquiao, my man.
You know what? At 140.
Trust me, Pacquiao. That's Pacquiao's weight, 140.
Yeah.
That weight there, when he comes in and he punches hard.
Yeah.
And
but he wouldn't be.
Then again, you know, listen, he dealt with Felix Trinidad. He didn't really take it because he got dropped by Trinidad.
Yeah, but it was old then. That was his last true boxing fight.
Yes.
Yeah. Nah, I would have to say at 140, I slightly lean to Pacquiao because that was the weight that he knocked out Ricky Hatton.
Yeah,
which was right and hook. That was vicious, you know.
Yeah, I said Pacquiao 140.
At lightweight, Pernell Whitaker all day.
Look, there's some names here, you know. What do you think of Martin Piccoli? Well, he was beaten by Michael Hunter. So he's a good fighter.
He can fight, man.
He can fight. Okay, Spence, I think we really gone on tonight.
We have. It was enjoyable.
Our show.
I want to thank every single person for the super chats. You know what I mean? It's been enjoyable. Well, bottom line is this.
Come on, Tunde. Oh, no, wait. Tunde retired undefeated, rocking up Spencer Fearon in the process.
What is this little Nigerian talking about? You see what I'm trying to say? Tunde, don't live up to the stereotype that we have of Nigeria.
Wait. There's a $5 here, man.
All right, cool.
There's a $5. David Moreau Jr. Who is this David Moreau Jr.? KO's Canelo at 168.
Unbeaten youth from out of America. Got a big left hook on him as well. But it's too early for him right now.
Hold on. Look, you see, they're making us continue this thing.
No, but
why is no one talking about the fact that Wilder broke his right hand early in the fight and still fought through it the whole fight to this day? Oh, come on, man.
Listen to me.
Come with more excuses.
But listen, if he broke his hand, he broke his hand. There's other fighters that have broken their hand and still went on. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
There's other fighters that have broken their hand. Tommy Hearns, April 15th, 1985, breaks his hand against Marvin Hagler in the second round. You know what? You just got to soldier on. And Tommy Hearns never even spoke that he broke his hand. It was Manuel Stewart and that man made up. So I don't want to hear no more excuses about the thing, because if Tyson Fury broke his hand and lost, and I broke my hand, all them Yankee man will be saying, nah, you see, bullshit, man. I don't want to take that. It was a great fight. Let's not take away from the great fight. It was a great fight. He came second best, but in fights like that, there is no winner, no loser. And that's that.
Yeah, 100.
Carl McFarlane says...
Even Christopher said Danny Williams' shoulder was mashed up and he still won. So
thank you very much against Mark Potter in 2000. So I don't want to hear no talk.
Come on, the knowledge. Still giving us dates.
Come on, man. I got more dates than a Muslim on Ramadan.
But
yes,
there you go, Gary. There you go. Shouldn't care. Great show. Bless up, my bros. $17.99. Thank you for the contribution, sir. Much appreciated. Remri says Sanchez will punch up AJ. Well, let's not get too overexcited. He beat a relative novice in Ajagba the other day. He didn't stop him. AJ would stop Ajagba. No disrespect. But he done well, and it's definitely a fight we can see in the future. He looked very good, fleet-footed, very skilled, and we're looking forward to seeing him in the future. But now it just seems like everyone's just targeting AJ like he's done. But
Listen,
I still think he's.
I've noticed that everyone's got their gun out there, popping shots on my man. You know, everything popping shots in. It's a worldwide thing, but I just want to know, where is the popping shots coming from? Everyone's popping shots. They're popping shots till they run out of bullets, but they'll dash the gun at you after a while. Yep. Arthur fought with a broken jaw against Edison Miranda. That was a bad boy fight. Dana Jones, thank you for the $5.
Yes, brother, come on. We better stay on for another 15 minutes. Come money, I'll come. yeah.
Sorry, Dana Jones, is that your little daughter? She looks absolutely beautiful, my friend.
Yes.
And thank you for the $5.
In a great chillology, Fight Nobody remembers who won or lost, no man, but Fury can take Wilder punching power.
He certainly can take it. He certainly, but you know what happens is this. When you first go in with a man and you know that they can punch, you adjust to their punching power. You fight a man 3 times, you've adjusted to his punching power. It happens. We've seen some great trilogies right throughout in boxing, right throughout the weights, right?
Man said, hey, David A. fought with a broken toe. Oh, bro, I love these people, you know. I love the people. Like, please, the people, do not stop giving us your comments. You make it a joy to come on this thing here. And I love to laugh. That's me, Tunde. I love to laugh.
Opinions on Virgil Ortiz, Tun? Because it was Tunde that told me he's serious. He just broke up. Who's the black brother?
Nah. That you, Virgil Ortiz is a problem. And I heard Conor Ben talking about, listen, Conor, you're one of the young ones that I love, respect, want the best for. Stay away from that youth there, Virgil Ortiz. That youth is a problem. The way he broke up Maurice Hooker and the way he just annihilated the brother that dropped Terence Crawford is another level. And Oscar De La Hoya said he's better than Canelo. That might be gray or sour grapes, but what I'm telling you, this youth has knocked out everybody's foot. All KOs. And he ain't just fought no bums. He's beat good fighters. Maurice Hooker is a former world champion. And he mashed him up. And the Russian boy, who dropped Terence Crawford, Bomac said that he was going to whoop up Virgil Ortiz. Well, guess what? Ortiz is a serious fighter. Avoid him and avoid Ananissian. That's just go your different route. Iko Usman v Conor Ben, good fight. That Usman looks a problem.
Listen, the way you
very strong.
He's strong. He knows how to gauge it as well. I like that. I like when fighters know how to gauge it. But when you got power like him as well and you're strong, you know how to gauge it, but you just go for it. And that's why I rate the kid. What?
Man said David A is still rocking R. Kelly Keys to Ignition remix look. Bro, and he looked like R. Kelly with a voodoo thing around his neck the other day. Bro, David, you need to relax now, bro. You need to relax. That look is dead. That looks dead. But anyway, David A is David A. He's the man. Still the man. Still got, very, still has a big social presence, all jokes aside.
Yeah, of course he does. You see where
David A can draw numbers. David A can draw numbers. I guarantee you if they said David A and Tyson Fury, that would sell out.
Of course it would sell out.
That would sell out.
And Tyson Fury could sell that as well himself. Because he said, well, we should have fought 9 years ago, and it didn't happen. And I was going to beat him. And then David A would say, yeah, the David A would get broke up vicious though. I ain't gonna lie to you. That would have been nice.
I want to see that fight. David A, if you want me to boost that fight, come phone me. I'll deal with that. I'll jazz up that fight and we'll make that happen, David. We'll make that happen. We'll make that happen.
I dead your answer for dead Tunde.
Oh, that juice company, bro. He had the voodoo thing around his neck on Saturday, bro. He thought that was gonna work for Deontay, but no, brother, that weren't working. Cause Gypsy King had his own gypsy work as well. Old-tight Dana again. I'm still spending money. I won off the Spence Brook fight. Is that my battery? No. I won off the Spence Brook fight. Plus, I'm saving my money to go to Dubai to see your tailor. All right, cool.
While you're watching the thing properly, let me just give a shout out to Suited and Booted. You lot go Google them, go find them. Suited and Booted Dubai. Them man cut a suit. I mean, Dana, you must be a proper fan because I remember I bust that suit at the last ESPN show. That suit was serious. Them man, 3 fittings they do. They do 3 fittings, then they cut the suit. Nuts. And you get your suit in 24 hours. Them man are serious. As you walk in, they tailor it up and boop. And like, let's say next time out in Dubai, they'll cut me a neck suit. So I think I'm going to be working on a show out in Dubai in December, I think. If that is so, that man's going to chop me a neck suit. But yeah, trust me, my brother. Go onto Instagram, Suited and Booted Dubai, and then man will hook you up. Just telling you, you're my guy, you get a big discount.
Yeah, Igis Kalavaskis. That's the one.
Kalavaskis was serious.
Yeah, my man broke up. Who Ortiz broke up. He said I didn't know Shaggy talk now. Ortiz against Innes. That is a hell of a fight. That is a hell of a fight. Come on, Eddie Hearn. Bruv, it's gonna be big that night.
What was that?
No, someone was saying Ortiz against Innes.
That fight's never happening.
I don't think that fight will happen. I don't think that fight will happen.
Pekka, Flip Hergovich is underrated. Not to me, he's not. I told you, he's serious. He clap out man inspiring. I tell you that now.
Who did clap out inspiring?
I don't want to call his name, but you know him anyway, Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know him. You know the you.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Dubois. Bro, I heard about that. Bro, there's no secrets in boxing. There ain't no secrets in boxing. I don't know why people go like their secrets. That's why I only have certain man. I only spar with certain man. Cause you can't be having that circulated. Everyone know the business. Yeah, but yeah. I don't. We know that doesn't mean nothing anyway.
It don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing.
Leonard got done by who got done? Who did Leonard get done by with sparring?
I tell you, it was. Man, what's his name got in my head? He's a Jamaican brother. He beat Klitschko. Oh man, his name got in my head. But like I said, Lennox Lewis is relaxing right now in his £25 million house.
Trust me.
And that man is driving Uber.
Bro, Daniel the boys living in a nice yard. Even the dad and everybody, all the brothers and sisters, they got a nice yard. So they're easy. So don't matter about no sparring. Listen, it's about the night. It's about the night. And some people forget Daniel's still a baby in this thing. He's a young boy and he's done tremendous. And he's actually going to be in line for a heavyweight title from what I'm hearing against Don Kingsbury. Is that right?
Brian Jennings. Brian Jennings, or whatever his name is.
Trevor Bryant.
Sorry. Ton, that's the talk. But whether, listen to me, yeah? The most that man has ever earned off the canvas, thank you for the 179 Tunde and Confidently agreement don't go together. Okay, yeah. And confidentiality agreement don't go together.
Why? You don't let me talk man's business, so don't try scour my name. I don't talk man's business. I'm just saying, I heard that Spencer tried to keep it quiet, but that's what I heard.
No, I'm just saying, like, right, but you know what I mean? It is what it is, so what? But you know what I mean?
So what? I don't care about that anyway. It's like it ain't nothing. I don't know. At the end of the day, when you get in there, it's just different, to be honest with you. It's just different. And I'm sure even Canelo, there's people that have done bits of it against him in sparring, but who are we talking about? We're talking about Canelo. You know, so
yeah.
Keeping it real, baby. We're just keeping it real. You might as well go to 10:30. No, sir.
Like 10:30. You're mad?
10:30. No,
Hey, I'm gonna go study some boxing in a minute.
6 minutes. That's it. We'll go to 5 minutes. In fact, 10 p.m. Then we're done. Laurence Okolie moving to heavyweight. Is that fact or fiction, Spencer?
It's not fact, but he needs to clean up the cruiserweight division. I spoke to Laurence the other day, and Laurence wants to try and clean up the cruiserweight division first, and then he's gonna move up to heavyweight to make the heavyweight cash.
I like that. I like that. I like that. A very ambitious young man. What a feeling he must have felt the other day walking out at Tottenham Hotspurs.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, big up, big up. Big up Nicky Blue Eyes. Austin says, give thanks for the extra 5 minutes. Come on, you know this it. Tunde Howard's training coming along with AY. Tremendous. I must say it's the best I've ever seen AY. But you know, we're not really talkers like that, but we're just, you know, everything's going well. Everything's going well. And we're looking forward to the date, December the 4th. Get your tickets tomorrow. Get your hats, your AY hats on AnthonyYarde.com. Get your tickets on AnthonyYarde.com. I know Frank's gonna have his outlet out there tomorrow as well. So yeah, it's great times ahead. Great times ahead, and there's some great fights coming in the next few months. October's packed. November, I saw we got Canelo in November as well. Who else we got in November? We got some good fights in November.
Wait, you got my boy as well, innit? You got Herring versus Shakur. I think that's Saturday, bro.
Huh?
I think that fight's on Saturday, too.
No.
Yeah, man.
But we have to do watch along for that.
1,000,000% we do.
We have to do watch along for that. Porter Crawford's coming up. Come on.
Big boy fight. I'm just looking at a couple of dates.
Gary said, can we all just recognize Tyson Fury was watching this last week? I don't see man retweeting any other podcast. You don't know. Come on. It's the guys.
And listen, and Tyson Fury was airing when Tunde was saying, yeah, the left hook from Wilder. He said, yeah? Is that what you think? Yeah? What? Yeah. What? Because Tunde's dark skin, he thought he was on Wilder's side. He was saying, what?
Yeah. You think he's going to do the left hook? I'm going to do the left hook. He's fighting this week. You sure? That fight's been cancelled so many times, and then the last I heard, that fight is not even happening. So
I don't even know what's going on with Teofimo.
Yeah, we don't know what's happening. With that, Herring versus Steven is next Saturday, October the 23rd.
So we got to be doing that one.
Views on Spurs says left hook, right hand, bro. That's the excitement that was going on. Well, the fight, I can't wait for the next watch along, and I know everyone's going to be here for us. I think we've had a fantastic evening again this evening. I mean, 3/4 of the show was about Tyson Fury, but then it went into jollof, Nigerian jollof, man's chat about Chinese jollof. We went into Gambian jollof rice. Everyone was coming out the woodwork. But anyway, Galahad versus Martinez is a joke. Rhyme Goose said.
Who's fighting?
Galahad is fighting Kiko Martinez.
Kiko Martinez, who lost to Zolfa Barrett.
Yeah, well, he didn't lose, but
I know he never lost. But regardless, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, Galahad's gonna break that up. But I like the way Kiko Martinez is still a danger, you know.
Yeah, of course he is, but my man will deal with him. Son. That's ridiculous. Yeah, but
Kid Galahad to me is on a it's his time. It's his time. So big up Kid Barry. He's gonna do his bits. Great fight for him. Good way to this, and then he can have probably this unification with the other boy that Ben Davison trains that won the title.
Yeah.
The way Fury, David Benavidez against Jose Uskasku, didn't say that long. Is next watch along Whyte Wallen? Well, it all depends.
We might be at that fight.
Because we might be at that fight. Yeah. The chances are we're going to be at that fight, but we'll definitely do the post. So we'll let you know in due course. Yeah, all sorts of conversation on this show. I saw it. Go big up yourselves, Nicky Blue Eyes, Austin. All right. Co-main event of the Tyson Fury card was a good fight as well. Cuban Sanchez, don't mess around. Facts. All right, people, listen. It's been great having you all. There's still 333 people on the live. Please tick the like button and subscribe. And we appreciate all of you staying with us this evening, just talking about the sport that we all love, bantering, jokes, food. Bro, it's so much. Come on, Raheem, Lions in the camp all day. Let's go. Anthony Yarde hats again. I've said it. I've plugged it. Today's AY day. AY caps, merchandise, t-shirts. Go to anthonyyarde.com. Also, Stamina for Soul merchandise. You can have everything. And in fact, even on Stamina for Soul, you can actually ask for t-shirts with the logo and Master Knowledge. Anything you want. Master Knowledge hats with the Stamina for Soul logo. Just email us. We'll give you. Because, you know, Master Knowledge is a big man around here. But we can get anything. We got cups. We got water. Bro, everything is there.
Good day. You got the water from Peckham Springs, bro.
Peckham Springs. Anything you want, we got that. So head over to staminaforsoul.com for the Stamina for Soul merchandise, and head over to anthonyyarde.com for Anthony Yarde's beautiful merchandise. You see the logo. He's got t-shirts on there. He's got everything on there. And obviously the tickets for his fight will be on there as well as the ticket outlet, the main ticket outlet for the Anthony Yarde versus Linden Arthur rematch December the 4th at the Copper Box will go on sale tomorrow on Frank Warren's website. I know Frank usually uses Ticketmaster, one of them guys, but there will be the ticket outlet tomorrow. Frank Warren will announce that. Galahad, Shakur, man's paying money, so we ain't going yet. £2, big up. I swallow.
There ain't no prediction for Galahad Shakur because Shakur is now fighting at super featherweight. Galahad is a featherweight. There's no prediction for that, but I'd have Shakur winning that fight. Against
Galahad?
Yes. What do you mean against Galahad? Yeah, of course I've got him winning that fight. Didn't you that shit?
Kick is a serious fight, you know, man.
Listen, my man will do it. But furthermore, my man's got to get past Jamel Herring, and that's not no easy fight. You said
I like Galahad. I like Shakur's confidence in this Herring fight.
Wait there. Like, delivery drop says Rolly versus Tank. Have you seen that Rolly?
Bro, that's. Did you see what man said? Tank by murder. That's what man said. Tank by murder, and it's gonna be that kind of fight. That you can't, but bro, O'Hara stopped that you. O'Hara stopped Rolly. You get it from me because you know I would talk when O'Hara was under the Tunde Ajayi. O'Hara Davis, 2 tanks. That's when Anthony Yarde used to call him 2 tanks. He stopped Rolly in sparring. Rolly's dad had to stop the thing. And he said, spar with Otu. Remember how he said spar with Otu? Because, you know, O'Hara had them, bruv. That's when O'Hara was on bits. O'Hara was a very, very dangerous, full of confidence young man. And yeah, you know, I took him over there to Johnny Tocco's gym in Las Vegas. He sparred with Rolly and he stopped Rolly. So only God knows what Gervonta Davis is gonna do. Only God knows what Gervonta. That's a different. Gervonta Davis is the most dangerous fighter at lightweight. I'm gonna say that again. Gervonta Davis is the most dangerous fighter at lightweight. Thank me later, because I'm telling you that, Spencer. Anyway, yeah, 84 boxing, he was right. That wouldn't have happened if it was with me. He would have never took that fight. I wouldn't even allow that fight. Josh Taylor against O'Hara. That was mad.
Listen, remember when O'Hara started to get cheeky? When I said to him, listen,
that was
you can't
mad.
fight that brother now. And that's the thing. And he took it to heart. Oh, why'd you say that? Oh, you know what I mean? He threw his prayers like, oh, use a shit fighter. Da, 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 da. I said, don't take that fight, bro. The question, I said, you can't fight him. He took the fight and what happened? Josh Taylor broke him up. In fact, Josh Taylor made him quit.
I didn't even know that, bro. You know, I didn't even know who Josh Taylor was. That's the joke. It's my brethren, my Cockney brethren, Stevie Watts. He phoned me.
Danny Watts' brother.
Yeah, Wattsy, Danny Watts' brother. He's like, Tun, you know he's gonna lose, innit? I was like, nah, bro. No, O'Hara can't lose, bro. O'Hara's gonna broke up. There ain't no way that can.
I remember because AY boxed on the same day.
On the same day, yeah. I was like,
I told you because that fight was on Channel 5.
Yeah, I was like, nobody
get broke up.
I was so sure. I was like, nobody can't beat O'Hara in this.
Not only is he gonna get broke up, he's gonna quit.
Yeah, and you know what? Frampton said that as well.
Right.
Frampton said that.
Right.
But anyway, O'Hara is still our guy.
No.
O'Hara, hopefully he'll be back.
Like you also got to realize what kind of fighter like he was in, because this Josh Taylor is the real deal.
Phenomenal. So again, O'Hara, at least you can say he's been in there with a pound for pound great, which is no easy feat. Yeah. And O'Hara's on the comeback show. He's training well.
He's going strong as well.
He's going strong. He beat that good fighter in that tournament. What was that? That tournament that MTK put on. Remember we was there.
Yeah. Golden Ticket.
That boy that he beat is a good fighter. But I knew he was too young to fight O'Hara. He was too young to fight O'Hara.
Paul Jones says, I would love Spencer to train Josh Taylor. I'm telling you, Pa, they ain't got enough money to pay me, bro.
Anyway, big up, Jermaine. Anyway, Bob, we're going on too long now. It's too long. The people don't want us to prepare for tomorrow.
Come on, man.
Anyway, thank you. I'm so sorry to leave.
You stay there. If I see a super chat on there, I'm staying on there, bro.
Yeah, the only way you know can keep on saying there's more super chats going on around here. But Pound for Pound said it's almost 10:30. Imagine, we were supposed to be there for 1 hour. Gary's saying peace out. O'Hara can go further for sure. Absolutely, I believe so. Whyte versus Fury, who wins? That was actually been the topic.
Yeah, we've spoken about it already.
One of the questions.
There were no free chats. Look, about Zero, boy.
Yeah, there's no.
I gotta say, thank you so much for everyone who's been on there. Bless two fingers, Tunde, as we close the show, looking like a dark-skinned Dr. Dre.
Black Panthers.
No, man. Straight out of Peckham. All right, cool.
Straight out of Peckham. You know that. Come on. Andalage, Dark Kennel Hill, East Dulwich crew. You know the set. We end by saying, dream it, believe it, become it.
Come on down. Thanks every single person for being on there. You'll hear of us on the weekend. We're chopping up some other things. We've got to talk to our producer, Gary, and we're going to take it from there. But seriously, thank you so much. Marcus McRae. Yes, shit, I missed it. You did miss it, and you missed a wicked show. Don't worry, man. You're going to hear from us. We're going to do a featherweight breakdown thing. We'd like to hear your voice on it as well. Marcus McRae, former London ABA champion and title challenger as... What's his rating? I don't see something. I don't want to answer it. Title challenger as a professional fighter, but peace, two fingers, I'm bouncing now. Later.
Yeah.